What does her work matters mean to you?
Two Black women navigating their journeys, sharing their experiences,
creating a safe space,
and being authentic.
Rooted in abundance and evolution.
Welcome to the pod.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Episode of the Her Work Matters podcast.
Pew, pew, pew.
We love to see y'all here. We can't see y'all, but we see y'all.
We see y'all there.
Yeah. And today we are talking about really more so agreeing to disagree, when it's appropriate, when it's not, when it's a hard stop. Because I feel it's a lot of conversation. The reason I picked this topic, I picked this one. Because I see a lot of conversation. I've seen a lot of conversations of people that feel like certain things you should just agree to disagree on, and some things should
Hold on, time out.
Well, I just feel like people have a lot of conversations about what is their limits for agreeing to disagree and what's a hard stop for them. I feel like me personally, I can see a lot of both sides of situations. Not that I agree with both sides, but I can see the thought process and the perspective of it, where some people is like, no, that's not it.
I feel like I can see the other side, but I'm definitely like, but it still don't make no sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me why you would, I mean, like, I can understand why you would choose that, but for me, I don't understand why you chose that, if that makes sense. Like, I can understand your thought process, kind of like you. I can understand your thought process, but I don't necessarily agree with your choice.
I have a very specific one.
With certain things, though. Okay, well.
Mine that a lot of people talk about, and I feel like, for me personally, has changed over time. Politics.
Oh.
Because I feel like, before, more so how I was raised is like, I don't believe in what you're doing, but I can respect you if that's what you want to believe in, because we just on two different wavelengths of thinking. Whereas I feel like over the last, I'm gonna say decade, things have changed to where it's like
we're in different climates.
You're a racist. It's just purely you're a racist.
You're a racist.
And for me, it's like I agree with that with some people, but also I have met some people. I know some people who believe in that, and it's like, I still don't believe in what you're saying, but I see how it makes sense for you, I guess. But I don't think you're racist. But I think it is hard for people to be like, we're going to agree to disagree on that, because a lot of people feel like, no, if you are with that, you're not for me.
I feel like that, though.
That if you with that, you're not for me?
Yeah, because I feel like, what are you standing for? Like, at a certain point, you can't, okay, you know how people be like, we're going to separate the music from the artist?
Yes.
Okay. You, with politics, with the person that we have in office currently, you cannot separate anything from that person, because that's who he is. Like, I feel like when we were growing up, politics looked completely different. I feel like you, of course, you knew that there were racist people in office. I guess they just hid it better. They just hid it better.
Like, we're not seeing people.
We're not seeing our president posting that one of the older president and his wife as gorillas
on a government page, like on a government-funded official .org type organization. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's been a shift. Where it's like some people, I definitely understand that, where some people like, oh no, I definitely can't have no correlation, can't have no type of with us because of that. I think some people, I do feel like that. I'm not even really around a lot of people who do things like that, so that's not something I really have to deal with. So it's probably easier for me to just be like, it don't bother me because I'm not around. When also these are people not in my family that I have to deal with. So it's different. I got a little more distance from it because nobody that I'm around is thinking like that. But if it's something like, say it's not something as serious as that, say it is, okay, maybe you have a family member who feels like they can say whatever to you because I'm older than you, you need to respect me, this is how our family is. And us being younger, we feel like, no, I should be able to speak, and I'm going to say. And you might have those neutral people in the family that's like, listen, y'all can just agree to disagree. Y'all not on the same page with this, but we gotta keep having a conversation.
Yeah.
In that stance, I'm very much, no, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I got something to say.
Yeah,
because no. I don't want you to think I'm agreeing to disagree as in shut it down. That's not what I'm doing.
Facts. And more than likely, these, when you speaking on family, these are people who have tried to mute you in the past, or they don't really value other people's opinions because they're stuck in whatever ways they think they are in. And so, baby, you done projected for too long. I'm grown now. So I'm gonna say what I wanna say.
It needs to be said.
And so I think that's one of like some of the points that I did make. I didn't make like 4 points, but like just understanding or getting to the point of knowing like what's healthy conflict, what's something that we can't keep avoiding this. This isn't something that I need to keep beating around the bush. Like I need to address this because especially with family, that stuff keep coming back. And like it gets more and more uncomfortable when you don't address it. Yeah. And so it's like each time a situation comes up, it's like, okay, I need to say something. Should I say something? And then I don't say nothing. So now it's like the next time I see them, I'm harboring those feelings.
So now how I'm showing up, it's very, I agree. And at some point you gotta say something because if you keep letting them do it, when you do choose to say something, they want to be like all shocked and surprised, like,
oh my God, why she acting like that?
Why would she start acting funny? You been acting funny.
Ooh, I knew she had an attitude.
Yeah. So I have a question. What for you personally are things that you are okay with, like agree to disagree on? Whether it's like relationship, friendship, family, work, anything. Like, what is your things where it's like
I feel like
we don't agree on that.
I feel like for my family and friends, whatever you do in your personal life that I don't see, that's your business. Once you start getting me involved in your business, then that's my business. And so now I feel like I'm going to be commenting on said business because you've put me in the business.
You gave me the room.
Yes. However, if you doing stuff on you living your own life, you're your own person. I can't necessarily say I don't like what you're doing, because if you could watch me on a day-to-day, you might not like what I'm doing, sister girl. And I'm gonna say that more power to you, because I have to live my own life, and this is what works for me. Yeah. So I feel like day-to-day things that you decide for yourself that works for you, that's fine. Whoever you choose to be with, that's fine. However, it's an asterisk right here. Okay. If they hurting you, if they making you feel unsafe, and you express that to me,
then now I have something to say.
I have something to say. Okay. So essentially, it's like I feel like I'm a very like do your thing 21 friend, like, or person and anybody. Unless we in a relationship, then I'm really like I'm on you, because I'm what's going on.
In a relationship, what does it look like? Agree to disagree?
I feel like it's the same thing, like, because I feel like you're still an individual. So you are, you have the space to do things that work for you. But I feel like if it starts impacting the relationship, like if you making a choice that like, let's see, like, let's say we live together, and every day before you come home, you stopping by somewhere and doing something. Whether it could be you going to get a snack that you're not supposed to have, but you not telling me, that's kind of weird. Because why you not like expressing that you doing stuff, especially if like you got a goal in mind that you're trying to reach. Don't be hiding things, like, even though that's your life and that's something that you want to do, you should still like be able to say like, hey, I'm having this moment. I went over here and got this snack. I was not supposed to get this snack. Like, don't judge me though. Like, we all having moments. Like, we all have our moments. But I feel like I guess it's how you handle it in a relationship, because it's like a fine line between like, I guess, what should I tell and what should I keep to myself sometimes? Because I don't know. I guess in a relationship, you don't want to feel like I'm withholding from my partner, but also some stuff ain't your business. Like, I'm just doing this because I want to do it.
I'm a person that believes everybody has they not telling somebody, and it doesn't have to be anything bad.
That's true.
Some things
that's true.
Just like, that's not your business.
That's not your business.
like, even though you may want to know that, maybe I'm not comfortable telling you that. Like, I'm not a person who's just I'm not walking around telling people that, like, oh, I've been the person. That's not your business. I'm not leading with that. Like, even if you tell me about that with you, I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that. That's none of your business.
It's not a share for share?
No. But I do agree with you, like, certain things, like friendships and family, I'm definitely with that. Like, do you? If that's what you're going to do.
Do your thing, 21.
Now, if you're doing something that is really just seems off brand, I disagree.
Put the point to the side.
Heavily,
come here.
Let you know. Relationship wise, I feel like if it's something you're doing or I'm doing that you may not necessarily like, but it's not causing a problem, leave me alone. Because, well, hold on now, I'm letting you be an individual, you let me be an individual.
Yes, for sure.
We're going to have to leave some space because we're not going to like everything that each other does. That's just not realistic. If they're out there doing that, great for y'all. Just not my real life.
Kind of scared of that, actually.
But some people, they're perfect. And
I don't want you to agree with everything that I'm doing.
No, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like the people who are like, oh no, like, we agree on everything. We don't argue. Everything is kumbaya.
No, baby. Please have your attitude. Please get hangry. Please get hot and irritated. Please just be yourself. Do all the things that make you you, because I don't have time for you to just be a yes man. Yes, don't just be agreeing with everything and then when you get to the final straw, you like, I actually don't like none of this.
And then you like,
I've been waiting. No.
You ratting off stuff 6 months ago.
Whoa.
Didn't know nothing about that. But yeah, I agree. Most stuff is pretty much, I'm not gonna say nothing. I have had to grow into that because I definitely was a person before. It won't much agree to disagree. I would be very loudly disagreeing. And even if I agreed, I'm not gonna
very loud.
My agreement might be a little more quieter than my disagreement. And even though I do agree, it's louder on the other end, which is not good because it's not my place to be like, I don't think you should be with this person. Well,
who am I? Who am I?
Even if I do think they may be, that's not my place. Same way that's not your place to tell me that.
Okay.
Younger, you feel like, oh, I'm just looking out because I care.
Yeah.
Maybe. That care need to look a little different. You need to care a little differently, is what I think. And it just takes time to get there. I just be interested to know, because for me, a lot of things you can agree or disagree on, but
not things that based around morals and people.
I think that's what I was, the words I'm trying to say.
Like morals and values and like people's well-being and livelihood. Because why are we doing things that impact people? Because just for the sake of it. Like, there's no reason to be putting people in harm's way for no reason.
Like, for example, I am a person who, I'm pro do what you need to do. I am not here for, and this on my mind because I just seen a video about this lady who was in the hospital with a judge trying to tell her how she had to have her baby. One, well, it seems like she wanted to have her baby. Great. Why are you telling me how I need to have it? And I'm with that. And for the people who's like, well, if it's her life or their life, I already told mine, choose me every time. We can make another one.
Baby, that baby don't know me. You don't know that child, and that child does not know me.
I don't know nothing about them. We'll get to know next week.
Okay.
And I'm not saying
Clearly, we can have one, so we can try again.
But do not just kill me off.
Don't kill me off.
Don't kill me off.
No, we know each other.
This is real. No.
We got rapport. You don't know them.
And then you gotta get to know them.
You gotta get to know them.
And I'm not here to help you.
And you're not gonna have the help.
And I know people who are very much like, no, that's a life, da 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 da. Okay. We had that conversation.
Guess whose life is not?
We had that conversation, but I don't feel like that should be something that we agree to disagree on. How could we agree to disagree on that, but we can't agree on serious matters like, hey, maybe we should stop shooting up the kids in school. That would be pretty cool. Maybe we should put more into school resources.
Ooh.
Maybe those are things that we agree to disagree on that maybe we should be more agreeing.
That's
on.
just bringing me to my next point.
Right.
Well, something I wanted to go back to because you said work as well. As a social worker and as one that is in the school system and everything that's going on with the education right now, public education, I can't be agreeing with everybody because some stuff we just can't stand for. I.e., they are getting ready to literally take about, I think it was like $18 million from the budget for special education next year. So that means I think they said about 100 and some positions are gonna get cut. So now I'm just looking like, so now we're gonna have all these kids who are not being served properly because we don't have the staff for them. Because we don't have the money, because somebody decided to cut the funding. And then that turns into this being delegated for people who this not even their job, i.e. me, the counselor, the psychologist.
Now I'm a counselor and sped teacher.
So now now we have burnout. Then guess what we have? People quitting.
Yeah.
High turnover rate. So it's just like, I'm really holding my breath for next school year because it's gonna be a hot mess express. Like it's really one right now because my school in particular, we are getting grief because we are essentially being told we are coding kids for IEPs and 504s too much. Like we got too many kids that need assistance. And I'm like, baby, come to the school. We ain't lying. No lies told. So I feel like in the school, like working in the school, going back to politics, you cannot
it's not a sit on the fence type thing.
No, because I see in real time who is going to impact, and these kids need their services because this world is too dangerous for people who need resources, to not get them, and then be out in this world without them. And you have people in positions who don't understand mental health, who don't understand what it looks like. Then we have people getting hurt for no reason because people don't understand what. So I just feel like every profession need to be trained on mental health. I don't care what you work in. If you work at Harris Teeter, you need a mental health course because somebody could come in there and shoot the grocery store up. Like, you don't know. I'm just saying, like, mental health is everywhere.
And I do feel like not everybody has like a diagnosis, but I feel like everybody's dealing with something.
Yes, for sure.
Like, you may not be depressed or need to be on medication. Maybe you're just anxious being in certain situations. Maybe you can work through that.
Yeah.
It's not always something so
dire. Yeah. Ooh, yes.
It's not always that. So this is the last question I really had. So how do you navigate situations where for you it's a hard no and people and the person you're talking to is like still trying to explain themselves, and how do you respond when it's the opposite way for you? Like you're saying something and somebody's like, I just don't believe what you're saying.
Oh, it feels different on both ends. So I feel like when I'm expressing it, most of the time I'm when people keep trying to explain something to me and they want me to agree with them, I'm frustrated because it's like, at that point, I feel like I've already said, let's agree to disagree. Like, I don't feel like we seeing each other eye to eye. I feel like, we two boats sailing. Like, I'm using all the things to let you know we're not on the same page. So I feel like we're not on the same page. Maybe we should agree to disagree and move on. Like, because we're not really getting anywhere with this.
And I'm just getting hot.
And I'm getting hot and heavy. This is my favorite thing. Like, I think we should just agree to disagree because I think it's about to go to the left. I don't never want to go to the left.
Because it's really about to
I don't never want to go to the left. I want to go to the right every time because when I go to the left, I start turning. And it's a tornado. Anyway, so, and then when it's on the other end, though, when people don't understand me, it's really hard because I feel like, what else do I need to say for you to understand? Because I guess it's because when you know that what you say is like correct, and it's like, why would you not agree with this? Like, it makes sense. So why are you not getting it? Why are you fighting the fact? I'm telling you what this is. Believe me.
At this point, I think you're choosing not to understand.
And now that's making me upset.
So I'm the same way. My issue is I try to check myself. Is it that they're choosing not to understand this situation, or are you really think you're right on this? And
maybe you're not.
Maybe there's a little nuance in there, but you're so dead pressed on this that get the nuance.
That happens. That happens.
Yeah, I feel like I respond the same way. That's why I asked, because on the other end with somebody else, I'm gonna be like, all right, let's just table this. I don't want to talk about it no more. You believe what you believe. I don't believe what I believe.
That's it.
But on my end,
you gonna hear me. I need you to hear me.
I'm gonna stand on it.
Advocating. I'm advocating hard. Stand for something.
That's interesting, yeah. So I'm interested to know what other people would like. What are some things that y'all are okay with agreeing to disagree on, or not? I would love to know.
I would love to know too, because I feel like everybody's different.
Yeah. I know like politics is like a big one right now because of the current state.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. It'd be a lot of stuff because the conversation y'all made.
Ooh, I got one.
Like, okay, what's one?
Recent take. Today is March 21st. Lotto just announced that she's pregnant. Do you feel like with celebrities, because some people, I already know what you're gonna say, I'm just making this a topic. With celebrities, because some people really be taking stuff to heart, because I saw a lot of think pieces yesterday about like what she should and should not be doing and what this should look like in X, Y, and Z. Do you feel like when you have celebrities that you like follow, or like that you, I don't want to say that you look up to, because that's not what I'm trying to say.
That you
like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, drawn too much.
Yes. Do you feel like you have to draw a line with them when they choose to do stuff in their personal life, or do you just be like, that's just you, do your thing?
Everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't discriminate. Even if, I love McDowell. If Mick or Robert back today, girl, I ain't behind that.
Okay.
I'm not behind that.
Right. I love Beyonce too, but baby,
I'm not behind that.
I'm gonna cry real hard about it.
That's some BS. That's
why would you do that, girl? Why would you do that?
This is why I feel like this. This is for everybody else too. If I can have a standard for the people in my personal life, why would I be vouching to giving passes to people I don't know that don't know me? Why wouldn't I have the same standard across the board? I don't know you. I have the same standard for the people I know. That just makes sense to me.
That's fact.
If I don't agree with it here, why would I agree with it there? Because I like you? You don't know me, I don't know you.
I just feel like I just saw a lot of people like really
and it's
just
weird. The parasocial relationships are weird.
And it's social media, because people see so much. They think that they are, I'm a
person, I'm not gonna lie, I loved when I was younger and didn't know nothing about celebrities' personal lives. I don't care about their personal
mystery.
Let them keep that private and personal.
Give me the art.
Hear the music.
Just give me the art. Give me the art, baby. Whatever you do. Give me the acting. Give me the music. Give me the dancing.
That's when you start to look at them differently, because I'm judging you off how you live. And not your job. And I need you to work. Imagine somebody coming to your job and then they start following you around at home, seeing everything you doing, who you doing.
Back up. Oh, baby, you need to back up. You need to back up. Because that's two different people.
I have to deal with you at work.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to still show up like that in my personal life.
I think that people don't realize that is their job. Like, they're presenting, this is the service that they're providing us. They're an artist. This is who they are. And just because they rap about stuff, sing about stuff, that don't mean that their life aligns with that. And so when they show up in their regular life and they doing what they got to do,
we should have been on that. Rick Ross is not the real Rick Ross. We ain't been learning this, people.
These people are not who you.
There's cat in the rap.
These people are not who you think they are.
They're not living the lives that they say they live.
I just wanted to know.
It sound good in the verse, and I'm not mad at it, because if I was doing something, I think it sound good in the verse.
Yeah. And y'all ate it up. Thank you.
Got my check.
Cha-ching.
Cash.
Thank you. And I'm still gonna keep profiting off of y'all, because y'all gonna eat it up, because y'all are so dedicated to knowing my life.
And that's why
That's
I don't
crazy.
understand the whole being genuinely upset.
Mm-hmm.
I get people who have opinions about things. Now, I'm a person, if you put your business out there, you didn't get people the room to talk about your
That's
business.
facts.
So I don't put my business out there.
Yeah.
Talk about my
Nope.
business. But once you do, you open that door.
Mm-hmm.
But some people take it too far. Some people take it.
I mean, really taking it too far. And I'm like,
where it's like, this ain't an opinion. This is
whew.
really.
Did she call you and tell you that? Did they call you and tell you that? Do you know them for real? Like y'all must have went to school together or something. This must be deep rooted because there's no way that this situation is impacting you.
I also be having to remember we are on social media with people who probably present older than what they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
So some of these comments might be coming from people who maybe really did look up to you in a certain way because of their age.
That's true.
And when you do something that is, I guess, against what you promoted, and they're taking it personally because I was riding with
You sold me this dream.
I was riding with you and you jumped off.
That's still crazy.
It's still crazy, but they're kids.
They are kids, and they.
And I don't expect no kid to understand
That's true.
that, hey, you shouldn't be idolizing these people. They're people, they're things.
All right, we're the parent. I'm always gonna turn back and say we're the parent, and then I get crickets.
I mean,
So.
but yeah, I think, yeah, just in general, parasocial relationship, that's a whole episode in itself because I feel like they, for some people, yeah, all controversy is good controversy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What they say, any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, like that type of thing. I don't know if I believe that.
No.
But that's because I got morals.
Yeah, I don't want nothing bad out there about
I
me.
don't pull a meeting and do a sex tape because I want to be. No, won't see body.
Shower rod.
No. Put your leg.
That's how she was hanging up. Let's move on. Well, we getting ready to end this. That's the end of the episode.
This really is. But I'm just saying, I got morals, so.
I do too.
Like when the podcast take off, it ain't finna be no. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna go sit with somebody just because I want to be on their platform. To put my face on there and then y'all
Absolutely not.
Stupid.
Cause I'm not just gonna get somebody to come up here because they trending right now.
No.
Like Brorilla would never be up here. Stand for something.
But we'll talk.
Stand for something, fall for anything because it was just that quick.
What happened?
Where's Brorilla?
Oh, her brother. Oh, no, that's not her brother. We need to go. We need to go.
Okay, did you have an affirmation?
I actually did have an affirmation for this, but since we talked about this, I just wanted to make a point to say some situations you really can agree, disagree on. I feel like we need to be more open to other people's perspectives in some senses, but we also need to be real and know when people are just trying to play devil's advocate and do it to get under your skin. So don't let people get up under you when you know that's literally their goal. They probably know that you're right and just saying something opposite because why not? So just
Why not? My affirmation is, just be at peace with not always agreeing with other people, but also knowing when to walk away from a situation that doesn't align with your morals and what feels good to you. Because ultimately, you're the one that's standing for it. You're the one that's agreeing with it. And if somebody come ask you how you feel, you can't turn around and say, well, Billy said that this should be good. This will be good for us. So we should do this. Because that's how y'all Trumpies be sounding. And I'm going to get off here because I'm getting mad.
All right, so we will see y'all next week.
Bye.